This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by maraschino cherries, candy disguised as fruit. It's Monday, March 13th, 2023. I'm Aaron, and this is my very cherry-full host, Chris.
Oh, hello, I'm cherry, very cherry.
Full of cherries and cheers. Well, we'd like to welcome you back to Another Great Day, the podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
Aaron, I see that you have a tiny pillow.
Oh, thank you for noticing that. Yes, I do.
Why do you have a pillow the size of your finger?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that. I'm actually preparing for tea time.
But how does a pillow help you with tea time?
Well, I'm resting my pinky, Chris.
Oh, okay. While you drink your tea, you have to have your pinky finger up to be fancy. Is that right?
Very fancy. Yep. And this is how I rest my pinky on my little pinky pillow. That's great. Well, speaking of raising your pinkies, on this day in history, Charles Grey, the second Earl of Grey, who was a British Whig politician and served as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1830 to 1844, was born. That's right. Happy birthday, Charles Grey. If we were in 1830 or 1834, we could wish him that. But yeah, Earl Grey, tea is named after him, and he was part of the noble House of Grey. And fun fact, he died one day after my birthday. He died on July 17th. However, he died in 1845. So, yeah, a little older than me, but that's okay. We've been enjoying Earl Grey tea around these parts for quite some time. How about you?
I don't really know that I've had it. I probably have had it, but I don't know that I've had it. I am not a tea aficionado. I've had tea. I've had other types of teas. I've had teas, but I'm not a...
You nailed it. You drink tea? Pinky out.
Well, I learned that from SpongeBob SquarePants. So the highest, fanciest place on Earth.
Yes, another life lesson. Forget cotillion. We have SpongeBob SquarePants. All right. Well, this next segment is called the Question of the Day. And if you're new to our podcast, we're going to ask a question, encourage you to take a minute to stop down with those around you and answer the question. We'll give you about 10 seconds to answer. And if you need more time, feel free to pause the show. Come on back. We'll be here waiting for you. All right. Today's question of the day is, if you could only drink one drink for the rest of your life, and we're saying that health and nutrition doesn't count. This is a magical, sustaining drink, but it's the only drink you get to drink for the rest of your life. What would it be? We'll be right back. All right, Chris, welcome back. I hope everybody enjoyed that discussion time. I know I did. Chris, what would you drink? What would you choose to drink if you could only drink one drink for the rest of your life? Drink.
Okay, drink. I have an idea, but I'm not sure of this because I don't think I've ever had the real deal.
Ooh.
There's a special drink that exists in the world, but I'm not sure I've had an actual like homemade version of this or like highly prepared. I've had gas station versions and restaurant versions of horchata.
Ooh, all subs horchata.
I love horchata. Horchata. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, probably.
Horchata.
Yes. But I imagine like homemade real versions of this are even better than what I've had and probably less sweet to a degree because I feel like I probably had the soda version of it. And it's too... If I could only have like the 7-Eleven version the rest of my life, I wouldn't do it. It's too sweet.
Do you know what horchata even is? Like what is it?
I do not know what it is. The flavor of it tastes to me like the after milk from Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, what a delicious...
It's just a cup full of Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk.
Wow. Okay. Well, now I want that. Well, according to the Google, horchata is a name given to various beverages, which are generally plant-based, but sometimes contain animal milk. All right. Well, for my drink, Chris, and I'm glad you asked, I think my drink would be root beer. I love root beer so much, especially like the craft root beer. So St. Arnold's down in Houston, Texas, makes a wonderful craft root beer. And they sell it in 6-packs at Kroger. And so I'll go up there and grab a 6-pack of root beer and have one every other night or so. And it's great. And that's all I have to say about that.
Thank you, Forrest.
Awesome. Or as my friend Scott Neath would say during home group when there was a lull, he'd say, yes, good. Moving on.
Yes, good.
Well, great talk today, Chris. Let's do this. Let's switch things up and check in. Enough from us. Let's check in with Wes McFall with our dad joke of the week, or day, rather. All right, Wes, take it away.
Hey guys, I'm out here at a wedding. 2 antennas are getting married. The wedding was okay, but the reception was incredible. Have another great day.
Thanks, Wes. I don't know about you, Chris, but that sounds like one wedding I'd love to tune into.
We'll be right back. Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 10, 2010. We're going to run through 2 translations here so we can get a full effect. The NLT is the first one. False weights and unequal measures, the Lord detests double standards of every kind. Amplified version says, differing weights, one for buying and another for selling, and differing measures, both of them are detestable and offensive to the Lord.
Nice. Thanks, Chris. Well, I think what this verse is trying to tell us, it can be kind of cryptic. You're like, weights and measurements, but when you would weigh one thing with one scale when you were buying, but weigh something differently with another scale when you're selling, what this proverb is getting at is dishonesty. So to cheat and lie to another person is to do them harm and to do yourself harm. So be honest and avoid dishonesty, even if you can gain from it. The Lord sees your heart and knows your intentions. He loves you and he wants you to be honest. And that'll do it for today's word of wisdom. All right, Chris, cue the music and let's wrap things up. Our mission here is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
So even though today's show may have come to an end, that does not mean your discussions have to come to an end.
Either way, we hope you make it another
great
day. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is not funny or anything, but I have this idea.
Okay.
Let's see if it flies. I'm going to throw it at the wall and see if it sticks.
Yes, the spaghetti has been tossed.
So, is it useful that when there is a task in front of you, a small thing that you need to do, not a big like job, weeks long, years long thing, but something that is right in front of you that is short, like you decided to change clothes and you left your clothes on the floor and you could put them in the laundry hamper. Think about how long that takes. If you got that toy out and it's sitting there on the floor and then to put it back where it's supposed to go, if you could time it with actual seconds, let's say it's maybe 5 or 6 seconds. I don't know how long it takes to put clothes in the hamper. What do you think, Aaron? How long do you think that would take to?
2 seconds.
How long do you think it would take to make your bed?
30 seconds.
It's a bit longer, but not tremendous. It's not huge.
No.
So here's my idea. You take your age.
Okay.
And you have that number. So my age is 37.
Okay.
And I'm going to double it. I'm going to put 2 37s together, which would be 74. I feel like a person should be able to take double their age. So if you're 5 years old, double your age is 10. 10 seconds. If something takes 10 seconds or less, you should, without question, just do it immediately.
Interesting. Huh.
You don't even give your brain an out because it's something that you should be doing and it won't take time. You walk by something and you see it needs to be done and it takes that time or less. You should just do it.
Huh.
Is
I had
this
an old
useful?
boss that said that. If it takes a minute or less, just do it.
Is this helpful? You think that's a thing that's actually good?
I do. My uncle used to say, why do tomorrow what you could do today? He would often say that.
So
it would inspire me to just do things that I needed to do.
That might be something helpful for the kids. If you're 10 years old, if it takes less than 20 seconds to do the thing.
Yep. And if you're a baby, you have 2 seconds to get stuff done. So get to work, baby.
That's why they don't have any work.
Yeah.
They don't have time.
No, our babies were put to work early. You're in charge of riding the Roomba like a cat.
The end.